Shalom, call Halim La Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai Bashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And a sincere Shalom for 144,001 Now, it's been flooding social media of Esau trying to come after the so-called Negroes, um, which is the tribe of Yahweh, okay, in the Americas, in Babylon the Great. It's been talks of the same rhetoric that 13% of the population is, which is they're saying that that's how much Judites, right, that are in Babylon is 13%, and they're committing 50% or something like that of the crimes, which is all BS. All right. And Esau is saying, "Oh, we need to get rid of y'all people. We need, all this other madness." And they're saying, "Oh, white, um, what is it? White guilt. Yeah, white guilt is going away and all this other BS. And Esau wants to take out so-called blacks specifically. So, and you already know what they was doing with the Northern Kingdom, and a part of what Levi and Benjamin too, with the immigrants and all that. And this is just gonna lead to what? A race war, which is already written down. You see, Esau is gonna try to take out Jake. Why? Because he's the devil. He wants to hate the righteous because he's the wicked. Let's get this right here. Type in my brother Jacob. Actually, no. This is better. Yeah. All right. Genesis 27 and 41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand, then will I slay my brother Jacob. So Esau's riling up that spirit. You got to remember, Esau has always been like this. You simple two-third losers, okay, that like Esau and think Esau is cool, and even met a Jake that said he liked Esau more than Jake. You fucking you scumbags, man. You see Jake, let's get that. What is it? A degenerate plant. How do you spell degenerate? I don't think I know how to spell that. Let me see. Degenerate. I think that's it. Degenerate plant or degenerate vine. Something like that. Might be said planet. It might be I think it's noble vine. Let's see if this works right here. Yeah, okay, Jeremiah 2 and 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine. So Yahweh is the husband, right? Husbandry goes into what? Planting crops, fruits, vegetables, nuts, and grains, harvesting them. You know, uh, what is it called when you take off a certain piece of plant and put it on another one? A graft, right? Grafting plants. Okay. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, so Yahweh made us to be the righteous. All right. That's what that's going into. Wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Why? How did this happen? Because Jake is just wicked, and he follows after the ways of Esau, man. Let's go to John. So this is why Jake is all messed up right now in Americas. Because Jake is out here committing crime, But that whole 13% for 50% of the crime, they have statistics that show that so-called blacks are 7 or 8 times more likely to be arrested, and 7 and 8 more times to be exonerated, and for all that. So when you really look at it, you saw these and the ones that's pushing this narrative are agents and these simple scumbag Edomites that walk around. All right, these losers that are feeling the squeeze, and they don't got too much else going on, because the higher level Edomites, man, they're not doing all that madness. They're enjoying life, and giving orders for people to go on the internet and social media to do those things. It's these losers that roam around the streets working their miserable jobs, man. That's the ones that's pushing this narrative on social media. The ones that's leaving all those comments and all that. See, I read some of those comments here and there, but for the most part, I like to stay away from that, because I don't want to hear the opinion of people I don't respect. I don't want to hear the opinion of people I consider a loser. So this is John 8:44. Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, so this is going to Cain, and abode not in the truth, because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. So when Esau is saying all this stuff about Jake, he's talking about himself. He's saying, "Oh, Jake, so-called blacks are the problem, and you devils are the fucking problem, man." They completely ignore their history of centuries of rape, rob, and murder of the whole earth, and then they point at some two-third butthole, two-third brown eye that's going around, I don't know, killing each other or whatever, robbing each other, and selling drugs. They're saying that that's the problem on the earth, not centuries of rape, rob, and murder, and the covering up of history, and genocide, and chattel slavery. That's not the problem. You see, you Edomites got hell coming for you, man. For he is a liar and the father of it. So you Edomites, you see all this stuff. You trying to point blame at Jake, and do your little dirt, saying, "Oh, it's these so-called," because they're the main target of the Israelites is the Judites, man. That's always been a target, you know. So when you do all this, it's not gonna work. Even these two-thirds, all right. Even these two-third Jakes, Israelites, these two-third Israelites out here are gonna get busy on you fucking devils, man. You're the scum of the earth, and this is the end of your kingdom. Let's go to Luke 21. You so-called Edomites, which is so-called white people, man. Now, yeah, we got our people scattered among them, all right. But guess what? They're not a part of the elect. They're gonna die like the rest of you Edomites, man. This is Luke 21:10. Then he said unto them, let's get the red letters, Yahushua speaking, neither shall rise nation, Salakia, nation shall rise against nation. So that's a race war. And Esau, you're gonna lose. You're not gonna have the upper hand. The Heavenly Father is gonna imbue, all right, his people with spiritual power. And you best believe the Heavenly Father can give a two-third nigga spiritual power, man. He gave you fucking Edomite spiritual power, man. You're the scum of the fucking earth, and he gave you spiritual power. So you think he can't give his own people, even though they wicked too, spiritual power? All right, it's coming. You Edomites, man, you're fucked. No, none of this talking, Twitter finger typing is gonna change the outcome of your judgment. Go to Proverbs 12th chapter and verse 26. The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked seduces them. Right? So that's why you two-thirds. That's why these two-thirds out here act the way they act. Even though they're the righteous, they're still more excellent than you heathens. Particularly you Edomites, man, because that's the main target. You so-called Caucasians. You are the biblical Edomites. The indignation of the Heavenly Father is going to rain upon you, man. And you saying, oh, the white guilt is going away and white people are gonna stand up. You're gonna stand up and just to get sat back down 10 times harder, man. You're not gonna slaughter Jake, okay? Jake is finna slaughter you. The Heavenly Father is about to slaughter you Edomites all over the earth, primarily here in Babylon the Great. Let's go to let's get Jeremiah. This is Jeremiah, the fifth chapter. All right, it's Jeremiah the fifth chapter and verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men; they lay wait as he that setteth snares, they set a trap, they catch men. So guess what? Jake, those 2/3 bug outs in the hood, and the reservation, and all the other places Jake is at, the Heavenly Father is gonna stir up a spirit on them. 2/3, the elect, it's gonna be a spirit on the Israelites as a whole to fuck up you Edomites, man. You Edomites, you're not going to shine in your wickedness. You're gonna be brought down. This is the end. You're not finna. Esau is not finna just level up again, man. They're not just finna take whatever they got to another level. They're finna be brought down. Now, of course, these higher level elites are gonna find some success with the MOTB system and framework and all that. They're gonna find some success with it, but it's gonna be short lived. And you low level Edomites walking around with your little Twitter fingers, you're gonna be brought down low. And you're gonna these Edomites, you gotta understand, these Edomites are gonna be in great fear for what's about to come upon them, man. The last thing Esau wants to see is a so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American with spiritual power, like they see now with break down these scriptures. But it's going to go to a more physical, uh, dominant level where you're gonna have Jake out here flying, all right, controlling elements and doing all these miraculous works. And when these Edomites see that, they're gonna be uh, completely mind blown. They're not gonna know how to react to that, man, and they're just gonna get slaughtered. It's just gonna be a grandiose slaughter, you Edomites. That's all that's coming for you. Let's go to Second Ezra's. Second Ezra's. Yeah, Second Ezra's the sixth chapter in verse 19. And I will begin to make inquisition of them what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness. So, as a so-called white man been just and righteous, or unjust and unrighteous? We all know the answer. And when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, and when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then when I shew these tokens, the book shall be opened before the firmament, they shall see it all together. So this captivity is the finale. We're not going back into captivity. We're not going under a new vibration of this devil, man. We're gonna be on top. This is the end of his kingdom. And these low level Edomites roaming around, whoop de doo, you're gonna be put down. You're gonna be put down. You can talk all you want online, all right. And as soon as you try to put your hands on one of the elect, or a large, these 2/3, not 2/3, these Edomites, they might try to roll up on some of the brothers at camp, man. They might try to do a drive by. The Heavenly Father gonna imbue them brothers with spiritual power, and it could shock the whole country. We don't know how it's gonna play out exactly. We know Esau's gonna try to come in, and society is gonna be rapidly decaying. And guess what? Let's go to Isaiah 19. Actually, no. Before I go to Isaiah 19, let's get this. This is Numbers 35 and 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein. So who has shed innocent blood here in the Americas? Who you see what Esau likes to do with Gad and Reuben? They say, oh, they were fighting against each other, and we came in and just got in the mix of them fighting and killed them, or they'll say, oh, when we showed up, they they started attacking us and all this other madness, man. Well, guess what? They're still Israelites, even if that's true or not, because that's the demon justifying his demonic ways. So it can't be taken with a fraction of a grain of salt. All right, but and then guess what? Esau has no form of justification for chattel slavery of the Southern Kingdom. All right, they can't possibly comprehend a way to justify that. There's no. That's why they ignore it. If you haven't noticed, Esau never really talks about the Southern Kingdom slavery like that. Why? Why don't they really bring it up? Because they can't justify it, man. Because that was a very horrific, all right, thing to do to a people. Because it really wasn't even really slavery, man. It was like torture, the type of wicked acts they was doing, man. So that's why Esau. That's why you notice Esau really don't try to talk about it on a large level like they do with Gad and Reuben, right? Because they'll boast about them taking the land and all that, but they don't try to boast about captivity, slavery, and all that because they know that shit is off, completely, totally unjustifiable. And guess what? This is how you're gonna be paid back. So we read Numbers 35 and 33. I'm gonna reread it. But ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, for blood it defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it. So you Edomites, your blood is finna be shed from, let's say, Oregon to Florida to Vermont to California to Nebraska. It's gonna be shed all four corners of Babylon. It's gonna be shed. It's gonna be shed by these nukes. It's gonna be shed by the 2/3. It's gonna be shed by the elect. It's gonna be shed by Yahweh Shai, the first of the elect. You Edomites are fucked. All right, you have no way. You can't talk your way out of this, man. You can't point the blame at Jake, and that's somehow gonna get you out of this. I think it's either Isaiah 12, maybe Isaiah 14. Yeah, I think it's Isaiah 14. Uh, yeah, I think it's Isaiah 14. Isaiah 14 and 21. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. So guess what? You Edomites about to get slaughtered. You Shedemites, man. You're about to catch it. You're about to catch a beat down. And who's gonna be the main one putting a foot up the brown eyes of these Edomites, man? Let's get this right here. This is who's gonna um put the beat down. Your worst nightmare. This is Esau's worst nightmare right here, man. This is Isaiah 49 and 1. Listen, O isles, which is the islands, unto me, and hearken, ye people from far. Yahweh have called me from the womb. Wait, no. This is not what I wanted. Genesis 49. Salakia. Not Isaiah 49. Alright, boom. Isaiah 49 and 1. Genesis 49 and 1. Salakia, man. I thought I pressed enter. Alright. So it says right there, Israel's prophecy concerning his son. So, and that's Jacob. His name was changed to Israel, which means he prince power after he fought the one of the angels, which was Yahweh Shai. The angel was Yahweh Shai. All right. And when he fought, he grappled him. All right. So think of wrestling, or you got catch wrestling and freestyle, folk style, Greco-Roman. You got judo, sumo. Think of that. He grappled Yahweh Shai, man, and that's when his name was changed to Israel, or Yasharallah. All right, Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. So this is end time prophecy, Jacob's trouble prophecy. All right, really just after Yahweh Shai was born. All right, but this primarily is gonna go into what I'm finna read is gonna go into this coming collapse of society, this coming uh, hostile takeover of the world under this technocracy. Okay, verse 2: Gather yourselves together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Now, this is my point right here. Verse 8: Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. So guess what? You Edomites, man. The Heavenly Father is going to stir up a special spirit in these Judites. And they gon' really put a number on you devils, man. And there's no amount of guns, tanks, fighter jets, other technology you gonna whip out the chamber. None of that's gonna work. You're gonna get put down like the rabid dog you are. You eat these Edomites are a rabid dog off the leash, man. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. So the other tribes are gonna what? Be subservient to the Judites, man. Why? Because they're the head tribe. Yahweh Shai came from where? Yahweh. Verse 9. Yahweh is as a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, and he couched as a lion, and as an old lion who shall rouse him up. So guess what? The Heavenly Father, Yahweh, is gonna make sure you Edomites catch that get back. And the main people you put that sword on is gonna put that sword on you. And you're not gonna be able, there's no talking your way out, there's no sorry, it's no apology, it's no you're gonna overwhelm us. No, it's not gonna be none of that. It's just gonna be your blood spilling on the streets. And that's righteous. Alright? So let's end this off in Isaiah 19. It's a perfect send-off right here. Isaiah the 19th chapter. And verse 17. And the land of Judah shall be a terror unto Egypt. And this is talking about what? Babylon the Great. Everyone that maketh mention thereof shall be afraid in himself because of the counsel of Yahweh of hosts, which he have determined against it. So the Heavenly Father is something's going to happen. We don't know exact. Something is going to happen. And the Israelites are going to get turned up. And you heathen, man, you're done for. You Edomites, mainly you Edomites. You're cooked. You ain't gonna be able to save yourselves. You ain't gonna pray to Jesus Christ and Caesar Borgia and Buddha. You know, a lot of them Edomites like Hinduism. You ain't gonna pray to none of that and be delivered. You're gonna be delivered to the sword of the Israelites, man, starting with Yahweh. So that's it for this lesson. Adawan Retazal is edifying. Shalom.